KTN.
Moving on, after a successful two-day euphoric homecoming, eyes now turn to Linda Mwananchi leader Edwin Sifuna on when he will officially announce his presidential bid and agenda. Edwin Sifuna, whose political star continued to shine brighter after being kicked out of ODM, is being relied on by his allies to keep the momentum going by building a movement in order to ascend to the country's top seat come 2027. Ian Keitani followed Sifuna's homecoming in Trans Nzoia and Bungoma counties and now reports on what next for the Nairobi senator.
Edwin Watenya Sifuna's meteoric rise seems to be shining even brighter and gaining momentum despite his removal as the ODM party secretary general following the demise of party leader Raila Odinga. The Linda Mwananchi movement's tour of the Western region laid bare the immense support and growing influence the senator enjoys, not only among residents of the vote-rich region, but also among the youth, particularly the Gen Z generation. Yesterday's rally at Poster Grounds, which witnessed one of the largest turnouts in recent years, is becoming a turning point for Molembe Nation and most likely the beginning of Edwin Sifuna's march to the house on the hill. However, the Nairobi senator has been faulted by some quarters over what they term failure to capitalize on the masses that turned out to give them political direction.
Everybody expected Honorable Sifuna to announce something, either a political vehicle, that is a party, or to say that I'm running for president so that they could support him. Because that was the essence of the homecoming. You've been everywhere, but now we are welcoming you home. But what are we going to support you to do?
It's time Sifuna made a decision. Is he providing alternative leadership to Kenyans?
The biggest headache for the opposition remains the flag bearer to face President William Ruto. Many Kenyans, including Sifuna's close allies, insist that he must be given the flag to fly and not a running mate position.
Honorable Sifuna has not declared that he's running for president. And for that reason, we cannot continue with this discussion on whether he will run for president or not.
If he relegates himself to a running mate position, he will have lost the point.
Another important factor is finance. Does Sifuna have the financial muscle to run a presidential campaign? During his tour of Trans Nzoia and Bungoma, Sifuna used them as a platform to crowdfund. Will this be adequate?
Can you run for president in this country if you don't have money? You can. Maybe it can be a Obama moment when you didn't have money and people send money all over the world. It can be possible. But the question of the money is very critical because of how the politicians have run this country.
Issue of crowdfunding, I don't know, I'm not very sure whether Kenyans are ready for that. For optics, what we saw at Bungoma and Trans Nzoia, those were just optics.
Sifuna, since his appointment as Secretary General, has been a close confidant of Raila Odinga before the latter's demise. Before his departure from ODM, he frequently differed with the party's top brass, especially on political pact with the ruling UDA. The only elective position he has held is the Nairobi Senate seat. He had tried a hand in Kandui parliamentary seat, but flopped before winning the Nairobi senatorial position in the 2022 elections. With only 1 year left before the election, all eyes will now turn to the Nairobi senator and his next political steps ahead of the polls. Ian Keitani, KTN, Nairobi.
On a similar note, it appears that the successful